Mr. Richard Jefferson? Good morning, sir. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Richard. Before we dive into the interview, let me briefly introduce myself. I'm Allison, and I'll be your interviewer for today. Now, don't be nervous. We are just going to ask you a few questions to ensure that you're the right person to join LV Magazine. Now, are you ready to get started?
Right, of course.
First of all, can you give me a brief introduction?
All right, before we get started, I would like to first state how grateful I am to be given this opportunity. My name is Richard Jefferson. I majored in visual communication design and am a proud alumni of University Brawijaya. I have worked as a graphic designer for few notable social media companies such as Instagram and Pinterest, and a few startup companies for 7 years.
All right, wonderful. It looks like you have quite the resume here, Mr. Richard. Now, I would like to know more about your work experience. Can you tell me a time when you had to finish a lot of things in a short amount of time?
Sure, when I worked at Instagram, they assigned me to a team who is responsible for building the new layout for their news update. Being a fresh graduate at the time, I had no idea how to prioritize, so you can only imagine the pile of work I had on my table. I couldn't hold my team back, so I finally organized my priorities. I also communicated with my seniors when I needed any backup or advice. From this experience, I learned how important time management and communication are in the workplace.
That's quite the story, Mr. Richard. Now, I want to know a little more about yourself. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
I'm quite the impulsive guy. I sometimes act too quickly in a project and get too nearsighted. But I have, since learning to manage my time, thought it through and carried it out.
Excellent. Now, I just have one more thing on my mind. You previously stated that you worked in social media and startup companies, didn't you?
Yes, it is correct.
So, why then is there a sudden change? What attracts you to the world of journalism?
I've been used to working as a graphic designer, and I'm grateful for the experience and opportunities that the job has given me. I'm up for a new challenge. I got interested in journalism, particularly your company, because I see the future of entertainment in your media. Your magazine not only includes beautiful photographs and collages, but it also has insight. I'm also aware that you are adapting to digital platform pretty soon, so I believe that my skill will greatly benefit you in that department.
All right, now for the last question, could you please share what you know about the responsibility and task of being a layouter?
From what I understand, this role is responsible for taking the content provided by the writer and editors and arranging it in a visually appealing manner. This includes selecting fonts, determining the placement of images, and ensuring that the overall design enhances the readability and impact of the magazine. It's creative role that requires a keen eye for design and attention to detail.
Okay, impressive, Mr. Richard. You're certainly one promising candidate. Now, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I do. You see, I'm a father of two, so the household can get pretty hectic, and my wife works every other day. I would like to ask if working from home is an option in your company.
Of course, most of our employees work from home, but we do require you to come to the office from time to time for important meetings or work events.
Okay, that's great to hear.
If that is all, our interview is officially done. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard, for the interesting conversation. We will inform you of our decision shortly through email.
Thank you so much for your time, Mrs. Allison.